based on
What was even your joke? I missed it.
The tub.
the tub. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck?
Beef curtains. Dude's
Beef.
canoe.
What was
You
that?
Just shrug.
going.
They're like, what?
What started it?
Well, we're gonna hit that at a different time. We're gonna go with a different
Save
one
that
off the
for later.
off
We'll
the
bring it
fucking.
up. Bring it up a couple down the road.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Let me know when you're ready. G.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you want to bring it in?
Sure.
All right, bring it in.
What's up, everybody? We're back, peer review, and today we have our first guest, Mitchell.
How are you
Welcome.
now?
How are
Alright.
you now?
Not so bad, and you?
Not so bad, getting you.
Okay. Some Leonard Canny.
Yeah,
What's his
Miss
name?
McMurray, how are you now?
McMurray. Not so bad, how are you?
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad to have you, Mitch. It's awesome. We want to do more videos like this of having people we know, people that are like our friends on, and getting their perspective on things, and I don't know, just more fun.
More fun.
More fun.
As you guys can tell, we got a different setup.
Yeah.
The third setup. We went from white to black. BLM. Just kidding.
Jesus.
No. This
No.
is like in between.
This is a little bit in between. We got some of this light colored, you know. But anyway, this is our new setup we hope to keep with the table, with the TV. Thanks, Grandma.
Yeah.
She hooked me up with this old school flat screen, which isn't exactly flat. It's more like
Some vintage HP shit.
it's a giant computer monitor. I'm pretty sure that's
Is
what
it
it is.
really?
It could be. It
Nice.
looks like one.
I
Does
mean,
it not?
yes.
It's got the rounded, like it was supposed to be at a desk for a large man
Yeah, well, it is
or woman. Sorry,
large. Large something.
large human being.
I don't know. I like it. I like our new setup. Let us know if you like it in the comments.
In the comments.
Third setup. Third time's the charm, right?
Third time's the charm, yeah.
Absolutely.
Except for there's probably going to be a fourth because we're actually using a coffee table and this is not
But
permanent.
I mean, I kind of like it.
I know, it might actually have to stay and we might have to get Zach a new coffee table.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe.
maybe when we hit a certain point, we'll get it.
100 subscribers.
I was
I'd
actually
say.
looking on the bottom of this table today and there is holes for legs.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You could build some really sturdy legs, make it
Yeah.
look like a high top as well.
we could lift it a couple inches.
You're handy, man.
Table. I made it a coffee table.
Oh.
I'm not sure you made it a coffee table. You don't seem like the person.
I screwed the holes for the new legs and then bolted them in there.
Mm-hmm.
One of them's a little crooked.
Makes sense. All right.
All right. What are we covering today?
Yeah.
All right, we got some topics as per usual. We're going to talk about some funny stuff we found in the news. The first one we're going to talk about is a jealous woman lured her ex to a car park before trying to chop off his testicles during sex. So this actually happened, I was reading, it happened in Spain. I don't know what this man did, but it wasn't a very... It says that the relationship between these two wasn't like in depth. It was pretty informal. So for her to get this mad, I'm not sure what he did. But poor guy, because she lured him. She lured him.
What do you think she lured him with, though? That's what I'm kind of curious. Like, that would make the story a lot better if they're like,
Hey man,
she lured
you
him.
want to know what she lured him with?
What?
Pussy.
She is accused of inviting
Yeah.
him to go to a parking area.
like, she lured him in with her sense.
No,
Yeah.
bro, not her scent, bro. She went, you trying to put yourself in me? That's what it was.
Yeah, I mean,
I don't know how that
every
would
guy-
sound in Spanish, but...
Did you like the...
No.
No,
I've been to Mexico, man.
That's
it doesn't
probably
work
not
like
what
that.
No? I just...
So, reading through, basically it says he started to get intimate with her, and then he said he felt a sharp pain in his nether regions when he looked down to realize she was trying to cut off his baby maker. And he backed away and tried to defend himself. She got one stabbed through the cheek, and then another one somewhere on his head somewhere. He had to get like 10 stitches and stuff on his head.
So imagine that. Imagine that. Like your manhood being
No.
like mutilated. Oh,
just taken away from you.
no.
I don't
By
think
some-
I've ever run into a girl that was that crazy.
That
like,
crazy?
Even like you could maybe see like
I don't
you
know.
could be crazy. Like I don't think.
I mean, you could see it in their eyes sometimes.
Yeah. Maybe like he said
She's got them
something
eyes.
and it was just like, oh, don't say that again.
Sometimes it takes a little while.
No, don't do that again.
Have you ever met anyone like that, Mitch, where you're like, she could probably try and cut my testicles off?
Yeah, absolutely.
yeah, absolutely.
I tell you what, I've been around the world and back, and I've met a lot of women, and not necessarily like that. I guess it makes it sound bad, but
Yeah, I've just been around the world, met a lot of women.
yeah, I didn't mean it like that by any means, but no, yeah, it's they're out there. I believe it 100%.
I believe it. This poor guy.
This poor guy, he's only got one testicle.
You don't wanna know-
You have two still?
I do actually, as far as I know.
The scariest part about this, she got released on bail.
Oh god.
So she's
Round
out there.
two.
She's out there, boys. Look the
out.
fuck out.
Careful.
Identified as a Colombian in Spanish media. She's not Spanish. No Spanish woman would do this. She's Colombian.
I met a Colombian in Mexico once. I tell you, that was
Did ya?
Yeah.
What was that about?
Went out there and I was about 16,
Oh.
and well, ended up going out bar hopping. My parents probably didn't really necessarily approve of that.
You're how old? 16?
16, yeah.
Nice.
Downtown Playa del Carmen, and
Oh boy.
this is so it was touristy, but it's not horrible. It's still you get the kind of the grassroots of it all. Well, went bar hopping down I don't know, 6th Ave or whatever it was in their language,
Siete Ave.
probably. And I saw that I was walking and I could have been extremely trashed. This is also a very good possibility.
I mean,
but
yeah, when you're 16, you only need a couple.
yeah, oh yeah. And
Man,
I found this gal, and she was being harassed by every bar. Like I was walking out of one, and then this one guy was grabbing her by the arm, like trying to get her to come into the bar, like come in, and because then it draws people in when there's attractive women there. Well, I grabbed her by the hip, and said, "No, man, she's with me. We're going. We're out of here." Like I didn't even know this woman. Just grabbed her by the hip, and she grabbed me by the shoulder, and we walked away from like the bar scene. And we actually met at got at
That's
drink.
some, like horror, like great shit right there.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to do
Hero.
anything.
You're a
I wasn't
hero.
trying to do anything. I was
You're a
literally
freaking
just
hero.
trying to get her away from these creepy fucking
right.
guys that were trying to pull her in.
Yes, we need more people like you.
Well,
Less
either way.
like that guy fucking trying to pull some poor woman. Come on in, you look good.
no,
Make
no.
the business better.
Well, and that's the thing is, that's what
Business
that's what it's about in that area. It just is what it is.
Mhm.
But
That's good.
Well,
to
props
see.
to you, my man.
that was probably my first serious, like, one night stand, and not really a one night stand because we didn't sleep together. But
Oh, so
we.
you went home with this woman.
Oh yeah, I went back to her apartment and we had made out and whatnot, and but never. I was 16. She was
Hold on,
probably 20.
Did you tell her that?
What?
That you were 16?
No.
No,
Did she
Why
never
would I do
asked?
that? No.
no.
You
I still
looked
had a beard.
12 when you were 16.
Huh?
Did you have a beard when you were 16?
Oh yeah, it was like it was a 5 o'clock shadow, but it wasn't
Yeah.
like a full.
Yeah,
This is
The
a grizzly.
youngest facial hair human I
Kyle for
Besides
Shane.
Kyle for
Yeah, Kyle
Yes.
for Shane. Yeah, of
Shouts.
shouts.
See if he's
Kyle?
watching. We
How
gotta
you doing?
send that to him.
Yeah, we better.
Hey, bro, you're on a podcast.
You and your beard, man.
You
Yeah.
and your beard.
No.
I remember in middle school, you remember his voice was super freaking deep. And I remember having a conversation with like some of the girls, and they're like, "Wow, his voice is so deep." And I was like, "Mine's pretty deep too." And they're like, "Your voice just changed." And I was like, "No, it didn't." And they're like, "You just changed your voice." And I'm like, "No, definitely."
Trying to. Oh
I
man.
just hit puberty now.
I just, yeah, but check it out, my balls just dropped.
Yep.
Check it out.
Did you hear
Perfect
that? They hit the
timing.
floor.
What was that noise? I hit puberty.
Perfect timing. Perfect timing.
Yeah. That was weird. Like he's the only one out of our whole school that was like walking around. with a
Yeah,
deep
in
voice
middle
and,
school,
a
like, is
beard.
this kid even allowed in here?
Is this?
Is he even a kid? What? This 30-year-old man walking around in the 6th grade wing.
I wonder how the teachers felt. Like, is this kid?
Yeah, bro.
He's been held back a few
One of
years,
the-
probably what they thought.
one
But
of the male
he's actually
teachers.
one of the youngest.
Yeah.
Is he?
He's younger than me. I was one of the youngest in the grade. He's the youngest. He is the
Wow.
youngest.
That's right. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah, he had the most
Wow.
facial hair.
Wow.
Right off the bat, you know.
Wow.
Long black train.
Okay, Josh.
Okay, Josh.
Well, what's the next one, huh?
Yeah.
What's the next one?
What's happening?
All right, we're gonna take a look at
In the old COVID-19 world.
Tautara Hypercar breaks a speed record on a Nevada highway. That's my favorite part about this. Not that they broke a speed record. Even they didn't even break it. They destroyed the speed record. But they did it on a highway. They just did it on a highway.
Oh, like an act.
Not like a closed Nevada State Highway.
Nevada
160.
State Highway. Yeah, yeah. So
wow.
SSC
Did
makes
they close the highway?
hypercars. I hope so. I hope so, because I would be terrified. But they crushed the top speed record. I'm pretty sure it was like 270 something with like a Bugatti. Was
They
it
hit-
Koenigsegg,
was it the Koenigsegg, the Agera, or the Rugera?
the Agera, the 1-1.
Oh, the 1-to-1. Anyway, regardless, still crushed it by 30 miles an hour at least, and then they had an average of 316 miles an hour. But the top
Average.
speed they caught was 331 in a road car. Destroyed it. Destroyed it.
How are you driving that?
I
Like, how are you focusing on the road?
what do you do
No.
on a highway? It's not even like a perfect test strip. Like they might use
Yeah.
a runway, or they might like, I don't know what they would use for the Bugatti. Like over
I
in
get what you're
Germany,
saying,
you're
like-
able to do that, but like
Yeah.
a highway.
Yeah. Uneven, could be like bumps. I mean, obviously, they probably look over it a little bit. Like,
Potholes.
Do you imagine if
Yeah.
you were like a sheriff that wasn't notified and you're on the side of the road and all of a sudden something just goes and you're like,
What the fuck was that?
what was that? Like that's what it would even. Honestly, that's what it would
Well,
go.
you know, jets go like 500. So,
Yeah.
I mean, 300.
you
ain't
would
far
hear
off.
you would hear and then
Yeah.
it'd be like, what the fuck was that?
Yeah.
right.
Be like a jet car. That'd be
That'd be
sweet.
cool. Well,
I
what
wanna-
happens though if something? Because it's a highway, right?
Yeah.
What if like a fucking animal just comes?
Oh yeah.
That's the risk you take. That's the risk you take.
Just even a turkey would completely demolish that thing
Turkey.
at
But-
300 miles an hour.
does
like a
it,
50-pound
Thanksgiving dinner
or
you're
whatever
at
it
your
is,
fucking
30
grill.
pound animal.
does it have to be like an actual road for it to be like a top speed though for a production vehicle? It doesn't. So you could go to like the salt flats, and okay, because I
Okay.
would like to see what happens on the salt flats. Because now at 330 miles an hour, you're pushing like the top speed vehicles.
Yeah.
Like you're bumping into like vehicles that were made specifically for top speed with like jet engines.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I couldn't even imagine what 331 miles an hour would feel like. It's like
The fastest-
the G-force. You know, you've been on a rocket. You know what it feels like when you're getting ripped off a bike.
Oh, yeah.
It's like 330. You got a chair, yeah, but you probably feel like you're just pressed into
Well,
it.
even like your body, you can feel like that everything's starting to come back. Even
Yeah.
on the bike, I get that we don't have a windshield. Like we have a tiny one on a
Mhm.
bike, but like when you start going
Hopefully a
over
helmet.
120, when you start getting to 130, all of a sudden there's this tunnel of like air pressure that just sinks you into your bike,
Yeah.
and you get
Well, and if you bring your head up, it.
yeah.
you're
Bring your head up, bring it back down.
It has a base price of 1.9 million.
That's it.
Oh, yeah.
That's it. What's the fastest car in the world? Hey, this is the only good thing that's come out of 2020.
This is true.
Like if we really think about it, as like human beings, what's the coolest fucking thing we've done in 2020?
Hang on. This is pretty cool. I'm not saying this is cooler. I just want to say it's up there. The new Ford Bronco.
No, God.
Come on, pull it up.
Can somebody from the Outer Banks come and give him a swift kick to the penis for that?
Oh my God.
Wow. Okay.
That's pretty harsh.
I think a lot of people would agree with me. The Ford Bronco is a cool vehicle. No?
I don't think anybody gives a shit. I think I heard about it one time when The Rock tried to drive it.
I do like the first and second gens. I don't really like the new ones.
We could
But,
talk about the
I
new
still like
the EV Hummer.
Don't care.
That's kind of dope. I'm gonna be honest. It's
We
kind
already-
of dope. It's
Yeah.
kind of dope. A little bit dope.
Does it do all-wheel drive burnouts?
Probably.
Well,
It's got
Is there a picture of this Hummer?
1,100 foot-pounds of torque.
Isn't it 1,000 foot-pounds? Some shit like that?
The Hummer does?
Yeah, the new EV Hummer. Yeah, electric.
Torque, not
It's electric.
torque, not horsepower.
EV Hummer torque. What do we got? 1,150
yeah,
foot-pounds of torque.
11,005.
11,000.
Oh, 11,000
That's a bit
foot-pounds of torque. That's different. That's 10 times more than like...
I'm assuming that's a mistake. Unless that.
I don't think it is.
What?
Look it up on.
Click
I guess
on-
there's
I wanna
another
see.
one that says 11.5 below it. So keep going. Find some more info.
11,500. 11,500.
That's hard to believe.
What?
1,000 horsepower. And 350 miles of range. It is $112,000 though. You could get a lot of like...
And it's also
Vehicles for
electric engine, so
yes.
You have to think like it's immediate torque.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
immediate. So
Yeah.
11,500 could be real.
Do you just want to join?
Nah, that's alright.
You could come in. You could come in like, hey, we got another dude.
Like, I gotta go take a.
My roommate doesn't want to be on camera, but he's kind of part of the podcast somehow. And I feel like
It's
it's
his
weird
coffee
that he
table.
doesn't have.
Everybody needs just the outside voice.
He's got
It's
another-
Like no, it's like the.
It's the
A mic.
producer.
We got another
who was
mic.
the Tim the Tool
You
Man
mi-
Taylor
can you
guy
please
that
sit down at the
sat
table?
Behind the other side of the fence, you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
The neighbor. Wilson.
Wilson.
What's his name?
Wilson was his name, I
Yes.
believe. I don't know. Maybe that's definitely the volleyball from Castaway, but
What's
It-
next?
After
right.
the 11,500 foot-pounds of torque, I don't know what's next.
11,000 foot-pounds of torque. We got man asks Tesco if they've had a fun time with his ice cream after X-rated imprint.
Did he do this via email, phone call, or in person? 'Cause
Twitter.
Twitter.
He tweeted at them.
Tweeted.
Okay.
He's
Wow.
on Trump's level.
Oh, wow. That's amazing.
Tweeting.
Wow.
Yeah.
On Twitter. Really take me seriously.
What a way to get famous on Twitter too.
Yeah.
I had a dick imprint in my vanilla ice cream.
Yeah, well.
Do you think it would have been bigger
That's
with
a-
a tub
I mean-
of chocolate ice cream?
Maybe if the ice cream was vanilla.
It is vanilla.
That doesn't look very vanilla to me.
It looks vanilla, bro.
No, it looks brown.
Vanilla's not
Either
white.
way, he's got something going on. You know what I mean?
He's got
ginormous
Go back up,
specimen.
go back up.
That's
he's got a
ginormous-
mushroom stamp in his ice cream.
Look at how there's like the circle of the ball, and then there's another little.
Yeah, there's a baby one
Yeah,
next to
what's-
it.
Is that like?
So
Is that
it was a
actual
man.
size, or is he trying to
It was a
compare?
man shopping with his baby.
A
He
baby.
went, my dick. their dick."
What?
Wow.
Somebody definitely tried to make a dick and balls in this ice
Miles,
cream. though.
Miles, this one's for you, Miles.
Shouts to my sister and her husband with the new baby. We just got a Snapchat from them actually not that long ago. He was getting a bath, Miles, not my sister's husband.
You never know sometimes.
He was getting a bath and they took a Snapchat with the eggplant emoji, but it was extremely large, so he must be related to me, of course.
Because of the eggplant.
Because of the eggplant, yeah.
You guys grow really good eggplants?
We
or-
do. Yeah, it's weird actually because Minnesota's not known for eggplants.
Oh,
Oh. Oh.
big ol'. That's amazing.
Big ones, yeah, it is amazing. Tell
you
me
think
about
the guy
it.
that was like just working at the ice cream store was just super bored and like, you know what, today somebody's getting a dick.
It's very possible.
Someone's getting.
It's very
Maybe
possible.
it's like he meant it in a good way. Like maybe there's a woman out
This
there.
is the 1,000,000th buyer.
Yeah. There's a woman out there that just needs some motivation. So I'm gonna carve this.
I don't know, man. Isn't that against all health and safety regulations, or is that not really a thing with the ice cream companies?
Maybe it's
Health
like,
and safety with I don't know. If I was selling chocolate ice cream, I would sure slap some cock prints on my ice cream. It would melt.
Well,
It would give the lady something to, taste later on.
Eggplant.
What you got going on here?
me?
Oh, you're pouring some scotch.
Oh,
He's a bit of a scotch connoisseur.
No, I'm not. I just started it one day and
when did you start drinking scotch?
well, I guess a few months back when Worm had me over, and then
I'm worm.
He's worm.
I am worm.
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 Or germ.
Or germ. Or germ.
Mainly worm,
Mainly worm. Or germ.
but today pretty much.
Today, pretty much, he's...
Cheers.
Welcome to the club. All right.
You know, it takes a sophisticated and adult palate to really enjoy the
Burn.
essences of it.
It does burn.
Well, you just have to let it burn, and then you're, done
You
with
get used to it though. It goes away, which is terrible but cool at the same time because
I think it's the fact that you like the burn in the first place is what
it draws you in.
Yeah. It's something that you like.
Well, that other Macallan 12 was, I mean, it's got a real like hearthy feel, I guess, if you can relate to that. It's got a very oaky sense to it.
Yeah, that sherry cast. It's good for your soul.
Yeah. Yeah. You
Gets
ever had
in
a
there.
black woman cook soul food for you?
No, have you?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. What was that
Don't
like? What kind of
drink.
soul food are we talking?
Fried chicken.
Oh damn!
No.
You went all the way,
No.
bro.
Fried chicken and cornbread.
Can
What
I
do
tell
mean?
you?
Oh, okay.
Can I tell you a quick story about
Oh,
KFC?
absolutely. Yeah.
Yes.
Come on.
So-
Yeah, bring it.
Me and Zach were filming for an individual a music video a couple weeks back, and we were hanging out with this family. And this individual, beautiful man, African American family, and we're standing around talking to his stepdad.
Oh boy.
And he's talking about how food prices have gone up, especially fast food, and he's kind of bummed about it. And Zach, in the middle of the conversation, goes, "Yeah, man, you can't even get a decent meal at McDonald's for $10, dude."
I was like, come on.
He caught himself and stopped.
Like I knew I've already said it, but I was like, I'm not saying it. He's just staring at me. I'm like, oh my.
You know what the best part was? I didn't see one KFC while we were in Delaware.
Nope, not
Not
one.
even.
But I had to bring it up. I thought it was appropriate for the situation.
Definitely was not.
Yeah.
Definitely was not appropriate.
I didn't even realize. I'm like, come on, did I really just say that right now?
You just
Yeah.
said that to
Yeah.
Tyrone.
Tyrone.
Bro, that was
Tyrone
his
a
name,
cool
too.
guy, too. We dude, I felt like an idiot. Like KF. McDonald's, man.
Tyrone.
I don't know what I meant.
I'm sorry, Tyrone.
Sometimes you just bite your tongue.
Tyrone, we apologize for the ridiculous things that come out of your mouth.
Well, I'm sure he appreciates the apology from a few thousand miles.
From a few thousand miles, yeah.
Was that one of the weddings? I'm assuming, or no?
No.
Why were you guys in Delaware? I remember seeing your Snapchats.
We
We
so our
were...
friend Sam, he's a videographer. He does video for Jimmy Allen. He's his guy. Tour guy.
He's this guy.
He's this guy. He's this dude. But no, he travels with Jimmy and he's starting to get music videos. So we're doing this music. So he needed help on this music video. So me and Jeremy went out to Delaware with him to shoot this music video, which ended up turning into like a short movie, because we were supposed to shoot
Six songs.
6 songs of his album, make 6 music videos, and then also tie it all together into one short film. So we're going to all these different locations, and that's when we met Tyrone, and like blah 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 blah, and doing all this stuff, and that's that's what we were doing out there. It was a lot of fun. I remember showing up after our brutal drive.
You drove to Delaware.
We drove to Nashville
We drove
to
drove
meet
from
with
Minnesota
Sam.
to Nashville, and then hopped in a van and drove from Nashville to Delaware.
By the way,
Straight.
Chevy vans, hell yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Besides
Hell
the
yeah.
tires.
The tires, we did have to change a tire,
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
but
Brutal on a road trip.
it was
Oh.
rough,
Yeah.
let me tell you.
Wow.
But
I mean, good lord.
Oh boy. But no, like when we were getting there, so we didn't stay at a hotel. We ended up getting, or Sam got us an Airbnb.
Mm-hmm.
So middle of the night, we arrived at Delaware, and we pull in. Dude, I'm like starting to question like where are we actually staying, because we're in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a house here, and then we drove a few miles, and there's a house there, fields, just like. Dude, I thought we were shooting a music video. Like, where are we? Like, what are we doing right now?
It's Toby Keith's music video.
Yeah, I don't know where we're going, bro. But, and then we go into, like, a small town, and then we get to this gated community. Like, out of nowhere. Like, there's a gated community, and I'm like, Sam's like, yeah, it's an Airbnb. Because I had to, like, re-question what we're doing. And he's like, yeah, the house is here. So we get through the gate. We had to talk to some people. They let us in. We drive through, and it's, like, water fountains, and it's on a golf
mansions.
course.
It's crazy.
And we're looking at homes that are like 3-4 stories big and just all glass. We're like, oh, dude, we got an Airbnb here?
Yeah.
Like, what the heck? And then so we're freaking out. I'm like, dude, we're actually gonna stay in this mansion. So I'm like, we're gonna like, I don't even want to shoot the music video.
Yeah, I just want to hang out in my mansion.
Party
Damn.
and hang out in this mansion.
Yeah.
We get to like our road and we take a little right, and there's this little apartment building in the back.
We're tucked away where nobody can see us.
Yeah.
In
I was like, oh,
a pitiful less than $1 million allowance for a place.
Now every house in there was probably over $1 million or so.
At least.
But yours.
But
But
well,
ours.
I mean,
Wow.
if you had the whole complex up,
was
it
up
was
with the
probably a million.
If you didn't struggle in the beginning, would it be worth it in the end?
Yeah, not bad. Actually, Tyrone that day when I was talking about KFC with him.
Yeah, we had a conversation with
Yeah.
him, and he was telling us that Michael Jordan and Oprah both have a house in that gated community.
Yeah.
They got some money in there then.
Yeah.
So
They ain't fooling around. It was a Jack Nicklaus course designed by him, so
Jack Nichols or Jack Nicholas?
I think
however you say
Nicholas.
how do you say his name, the golfer? Nicholas. Because there's no like Nick Ellis, it's Nicholas.
He's thinking Nicholson.
Nicholson, Jack Nicholson.
Yeah,
from
I
like yeah.
Oh.
But anyway,
Best. So like one of the best parts though. So this is a really nice community, gated. We're driving around in this big white van.
hey man, was it gated?
Did I let you know it was gated?
Thank you.
In case you forgot, it was gated.
I did forget. Thank you.
They
I
had
forgot.
2 gates even.
They did, and every time you went through the gate, there was a seagull.
Yeah.
They'd go.
Yeah, you go. They would open the gates for you, and it would go, caw, and it'd be like 3 a.m. And you're like, what the? Hold on.
Like, this shit's fake. But Sam, our buddy, was like, yeah, there's a. No, Tyrone told us that there was a house in there with these doors. The front doors were like.
Solid iron.
Yes, and how tall were they? Like,
They were as tall as they were probably like 30 or 40 feet tall.
the front.
Like
door.
they were huge.
The front door.
Just the
Ridiculous.
door.
The
Just
door.
the doors. And
so we're like, we
It's a
have to
bit
see
resourceful,
Yeah, yeah.
but
this. So we're like,
alright.
we want to see this. We want to
Yeah.
see what this looks like. I've never even.
Just mind blown.
Yes.
Right off the bat.
So it's late at night at the end of our shoot, and we're driving through the community in our white van, and we stop in front of this mansion, and we're looking. We're at the doors. Dude, it's middle of the night, like midnight, and we're a white van just pulled up in front of this mansion.
Like a panel van, or was it like
it was
a-
so like a Chevy Express. So like a rape
so no
van.
windows at all though?
Tinted black windows.
Oh Jesus!
Just yeah. So we pull up,
We're, like,
and
so
me and
bad.
him are in the back, and he like takes his phone out like he's gonna take a photo, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of a good idea. I mean, like this huge ass door, and then his flash is on, so he's through the window of the van, lights up the side of the house real quick, and then we're like, oh shit, and then we're like, we gotta drive, because at this point Sam had told us that he had already driven past the house in the van once before the same day. So in the
This is the
daytime
second
they
time.
drive by with the van.
Yeah.
And then it's, I don't know, 11:30 or midnight.
Yep.
And we're
Pitch
driving past again.
And
We're
stopped.
stopped. We're
Yeah,
parked.
and stopped.
Or all looking out. Oh.
All because of an iron door.
They were great doors
These
though.
are-
They were amazing, dude.
Yeah.
Huge. And
The
so
best part. The best
Great
part,
doors.
Best part. I never even got the photo. Like,
Yeah, you didn't get
Oh.
we all look like idiots for nothing.
Yeah. I still had questions to ask you.
Yeah, that's fine.
Can we question you?
As long as it doesn't bring up anything illicit or illegal I've done, then I guess.
We're gonna interrogate you.
We're not gonna
That's what I'm
interrogate.
saying.
Where are you on the night of?
detectives for Elk River PD?
Detectives for Elk River PD.
So tell me, where were you on April 9th? 9 p.m.
Butt naked in my bed.
Butt naked.
I got it! I knew it!
I was butt naked.
You are the father.
Yeah. Okay, Murray.
Uh-oh.
Or
Murray.
Maury.
I know, Murray.
How are you now? Not so bad. Can you?
Did they come up with new seasons?
Yes, they have.
Really?
Yeah.
Dang. Have you watched all of them?
Yeah. Season 7. Up to season 7.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
When you're talking, make sure that thing's kind of like near your face.
Well, yeah, that's what I was saying. Well, yeah, okay.
Yeah, how you know?
How are you now? Not so bad.
That's good. Zach, you sure? We're good.
Are we recording
Intermission.
right now or no? Or?
No,
Yeah,
that
we're
would
live.
be weird.
We're good. I'm just kind of warming up. This is like the warm up.
That wasn't a good warm-up that we had.
Well, just because you can only have an hour video doesn't mean we can't have 2 hours of product, you
I'll
know.
do episode 100.
Hmm.
Okay.
Hmm.
Yeah, well, it'll just be like an like a
Well,
rolling thing.
Unfortunately for you, by episode 100, we're going to have Joe Rogan on our podcast. So you, sir, will not be on the premises when that happens, because I assume it would be like a, oh, I want to meet you. Ooh, let me touch your bicep or something.
Hi, Joe.
Hi, Joe. Can I rub your head?
It's so shiny.
So, we had a couple of questions we wanted to ask. Is it recording? Yeah, we're good.
No, we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
We're G.
We're all good.
So what? We had a couple interrogation.
Yeah, I just wanted to
Questions?
ask, since you were overseas, what was like one of the craziest fucking things you ever saw? I haven't left the country, so I want to know kind of what some culture is like, you know,
Yeah.
outside of here.
That is true.
It depends in what sense.
Did you ever get to like leave the base?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And you went out and like just, would you go to
I've been
bars?
I've been
and-
around to a few separate countries in the Middle East because we were part of a small team. It wasn't like special ops or anything. Don't confuse that at all.
Sure, that's like kind of, you can
You can pull this whole thing.
pull it like this way. Just make sure it's kind of pointed at you.
Man,
There you go.
Yeah, just grip that thing.
Grip it.
That looks like you carry kids.
Yeah,
sorry.
get on it.
But start with like the countries you've been and when you went, how long you went, and then.
I started in Kuwait. That's kind of where you start. Pretty much everybody has to go through.
And what branch? Sorry.
Army, National Guard for all you nasty girl fans.
Okay.
And it's just a joke between all services, you know. If anybody has that,
Got it.
you guys know what we're talking about.
All right.
Anyways, so yeah, I started in the National Guard and we went overseas, and Kuwait is where you start. I mean, that's because they kind of make that like your station to stop and start to create like a barrier between where you're going. So if you're going to Afghanistan, if you're going to Iraq or something like that, they usually give you that 30 days or sometimes even less than 30 days of a buffer period where you have to stay in country of Kuwait in order to acclimate to heat, you know, your physical exertion over there. It's really important to keep an idea as to how much you are exerting yourself, because when you're in 130, you don't realize how much water you actually sweat out. You know, there's
Right.
times where you can go a whole day without taking a piss because it's, you know,
And-
you're
and-
sweating it all
right.
out. You're not pissing, you're sweating it all out through your pores.
Jeez.
They make you drink quite a bit of water then, don't they?
Yeah, I mean, it's not as drastic as, what was that one? I can't remember the movie now, but
Oh, whatever.
yeah, but anyway, so it's not as drastic
Okay.
as they make you stop and take a bottle of water and slam it down. It's, you know, you just kind of, you're an adult.
Drink water.
Yeah,
It's hot out.
yeah, it's hot out. You're sweating like a bastard,
Yep.
and just drink water. And some people don't understand that, so they'll like heat cat out. They'll pass out, you know, and then you gotta attend to a casualty.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it's not like you know. I don't really.
Does everyone get pissed off if somebody was like not hydrating themselves and they pass out and we gotta be like,
No, you pretty much just point and laugh.
oh.
I mean, don't get me wrong. The medics help them out, and put an IV in their arm and get them the fluids back up to normal. But no, you just you're an idiot. Why do you dehydrate yourself with all the caffeine and the sugar and shit when you need sometimes you need just strictly water.
Yep.
If you drink those sugary drinks, sodium, it pulls a lot of the water out of your vitals.
For sure.
So. Anyways, I'd start there, and then, Iraq and Afghanistan is kind of along the path, and our small little, wasn't a task force, it was just me and a few other chiefs. We would go from a few bases in Iraq and Afghanistan, and we would coordinate vehicles coming back and going to. So say and this is all hypothetical, but say a building in Bagram needed to be built, and they didn't have the equipment or the vehicles in order to facilitate it, so they needed a backhoe, excavator, I guess, rather, or a dozer.
Yep.
We would facilitate that dozer or that excavator coming from our forward support base to another country, because it needs, there's stipulations involved. It needs to be up armored. It needs to have AC. If it doesn't have AC, they won't let you run it, or they won't let you, send it out.
Really?
Yep, because, when you're up armored, you have to keep all the doors, all the windows closed. Everything has to be hatched up. Supposed to be,
So are these fully they're armored up bulldozers and excavators and
Oh yeah. So have you ever seen a bulletproof sheet of glass compared to a normal window on a president's vehicle?
30 times as thick,
and it's smaller. Because then, they give it less area for
it to break,
hit. Yeah. It's the same thing with that. Have you ever sat in an excavator, a dozer, a skid loader, and it's got a decent sized window where you can see everything?
Most of the thing is window. Yeah. No.
Most of it's steel. And then a smaller window. So I sat in an up armored excavator once, and, I was just playing with it just because I could. And, it was a window this big. Compared to normally, you can see from below your feet to above your head.
Right.
So it breaks down a lot of your view, and you can't see. That's just one of the things. Obviously, armor saves soldiers' lives, so
right.
I
see why they probably want you to have AC, so you're not dying
in
a
cooking.
box.
It's not dying; it's cooking.
You're in the convection oven.
Yeah.
Can't say it.
Yeah.
Good
No.
Lord.
No. So that was kind of what I did. I never really got to see anything like that. No boots on the ground type of kicking indoors type of stuff. It was all pretty
digging holes and
digging tank trenches with dozers and stuff like that.
Tank trenches.
Yeah, so you've seen all the World War II films where it's soldiers in trenches, but it's instead you take a dozer and you dig a hole. And you keep taking dirt away, and then eventually you get it low enough where tanks can sit, and the only thing that's exposed is their turret.
Ooh.
It's
That's cool.
It's like a 14 to 15 foot cut at the end, all said and done. Because
that would be. I would feel pretty safe.
Yeah.
If you're in a bunk
guess I wouldn't want to put
tank.
myself in a war zone in the first place, but
if you're in the war zone,
dig yourself a hole inside of a tank. You're probably all right.
Yeah. Unless it's coming from above, then
anything comes from
issue.
above.
Let's just not talk about that.
No, good.
It was all good. I luckily didn't lose nobody, which was awesome. Nobody that I know of was KIA, so it was a good experience. Made a little money, came back home, had education benefits, so
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Gives a sense of pride too,
Right.
Even if you don't want it. Some people come back and they don't want a sense of pride. They don't want to know. They don't want people to know, which I was kind of that way in the very beginning. It was a very interesting feeling where, I don't know if you were very familiar with soldiers of Vietnam coming back and, they were spat on, they were this, that, and the other,
Yep.
tossed tomatoes at and shit like that. That was kind of my mentality. I didn't want to get not berated, but I didn't want people to know. I just kind of wanted it to be me normal, me again, not somebody else.
Right. You didn't come
You
back
still
as
wanna be Mitch. You
Mitchell,
wanna come back as a soldier.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Well, you're still Mitch in my eyes.
Good.
Yes.
Good. Good.
We're still the same Mitch that we ride crotch rockets on, and
You're definitely not the same Mitchell in my eyes. You're definitely a tank ditch digger in my eyes. Yeah.
digger.
Thank you. I don't know if I should say thank you,
You
for
did
that or
one
not,
hell of a
but
job over there.
the sand just blows around anyway, so it's not real. Just fills the hole back in. You got to re-dose it out every week.
Damn it.
Wind. That's cool. Good.
Oh, whew. I like that other scotch better.
The
Macallan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a bit smoother. I think you pay for it too, though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
$90. I mean, shit. Yeah.
I mean, besides being deployed, where else have you gone on? Like, so you went to like Mexico, right?
Oh, are you talking civilian wise or? Oh shit! Gosh, we could talk for an hour about this. Oh my god.
Oh shit!
I
Don't
wanted to
break
say
out
there was
the
that one-
Minnesotan accent there.
No,
Oh
you-
shit!
I could cross-check property.
Yes.
But no, where have you gone outside of the country, like on your own free time? Civilian.
Boca del Toro, Panama.
What the heck is Boca Pataro?
Boca del Toro. It's a small province in Panama. It's Panama is a part of a U.S. I don't know what they call
Would
it.
you live in Panama?
Territory?
Yeah.
I wouldn't live there. No.
What? Why?
No. No.
No.
It's why so the island we were on, they didn't allow guns, so that's a number one. I mean, if you don't want to give me the free right to have guns, then shame on you. But
You can't have guns in Panama at all.
No, none. No,
Do people still have guns?
I'm sure. Just like people in New Zealand were supposed to give their guns back, their buyback a few weeks ago, and 38 returned in of 1.2 million registered. So.
38 turned in.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But yeah, Panama, been to Mexico, Germany.
Germany? When the heck did you go to Germany?
That was in the process of deployment, and my sister went over with her hockey team. And they played hockey over in Germany. That was a pretty cool experience.
What? That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I want to go to Germany.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
The water sure is fine.
Really?
I mean, not the fresh water, but
Yes.
the lady pool is nice.
Oh.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm not interested in that. What about the cars? Did you get to do anything cool with vehicles?
No, I didn't. I was drunk the whole time.
No.
Yeah.
But it was still fun. I remember a lot of it.
What do they drink over there?
Beer.
Beer, just beer.
No, they drink a little bit of everything. I didn't really get into if their locals made their own brew, like a type of a vodka type of thing, but
Right.
they got a real nice beer. But they drink them at room temp. That wasn't my forte. Oh yeah.
Oh, no.
No.
Like cold.
Wonder if they
Cool
came here and they got a cold beer. They'd be like, "What the fuck is this?"
I don't think that's the accent either. I
No,
think
that
you're a
was
little
French
off.
for sure.
I don't know.
What the fuck is this? I don't know what the fucking
don't even know
accent
what
would
that
be.
was.
I don't know what that was. That was from
That's a
somewhere
German.
else.
That's a German accent.
A
I'd
German
like to go
accent.
to Auschwitz, though. I think that'd be cool.
Just as for historical purposes, I'm assuming
I
not.
want to be there. Okay, so I was told. What?
He's
Wait, are you offended?
Jewish.
I'm not Jewish.
I am part Jewish as well, alright?
Mazel tov.
Yeah,
Blonde hair, blue eyes.
Yeah,
Alright.
Yeah, dude, part of the fam.
Nah, bro. Relax.
No.
No wonder he's so excited to go to fucking Auschwitz. He's like, damn, bro.
Let me look at my relatives.
Well,
This is some fine engineering. Jesus.
Oh my god. Oh, no, I've heard that it's so impactful, like just being on those grounds where like you can feel
There's a vibe to it.
Yes, a vibe. There is a vibe to it, I've heard. Also at Gettysburg. I really wanted to go to Gettysburg.
Yeah, we didn't get the chance to do that. We were supposed to do that when we went to Delaware.
But no, I think going to some, like, honestly any concentration camp of that magnitude,
Mhm.
I think back then is just gonna bring that, like,
Some perspective.
yeah. And some people say you can even smell like the burning flesh there still. Like it's so, dude. They said like it's in the concrete. Like you can smell Like it won't go away. There's just a stink there, a stench there, and that's something I want to.
Well, do
experience.
it. Do it. I mean, if that's something you want to go ahead and do, I mean,
Absolutely. At some point,
you gotta.
It's gonna be done. Yes.
You don't want to regret the fact that you didn't have the time to do it.
Yeah.
You want to.
Don't want to regret the fact that I didn't get to smell burning flesh.
Well, I mean, Jesus Christ.
I'm gonna need you to leave my entire premises.
We just lost views right now.
Yeah, bro. Relax.
Oh.
Fucking
KF McDonald's.
KF McDonald.
McDonald's. You didn't McDonald's.
I think hopefully people will understand what you're trying to get at.
Yes.
It's an important part of history. It's something that
Yes.
shouldn't be forgotten.
Absolutely. And you should experience it.
If
Yes,
not, we'll
if
cut
you
it out.
Don't
In
be
a
so
way- in a
sensitive to, like,
way-
what happened? People died. or,
Yes,
like,
but y'all,
murdered.
you
can't-
just have. It's an experience where you need to be extremely respectful.
Yes. Absolutely.
I don't know how you would go there and not be, but
Right. Absolutely. Totally respectful. I still want to go there for that reason. Like of just understanding of what happened and almost like paying respect to seeing what happened.
Well, the best thing we can do, in my opinion, in that sense, with that whole conversation, is I say we can live on through them and just remember that it did happen. You know, I'm not saying that you can't go there, and I'm not saying you can't enjoy that presence, but the best way we can do is to live on and never allow anything that travesty to ever happen again.
Right.
well, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. But it's the thing of like not letting stuff happen.
Wait, hold on.
What?
Well, absolutely, but hold on. You're digging yourself a hole.
No.
Yeah.
You got a paint trench.
I know. He's like aiming it at
Real
me.
tank trench.
He's like this.
I agree. Yes.
Ooh.
Well, how you been lately?
Oh, not so bad.
I heard you got a new home.
You're a new homeowner.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh.
Oh,
yeah.
new homeowner.
Me?
Oh, moving
Don't know
up.
my address. Get out of here. I'm just kidding.
Moving up.
Yeah, it's been good. You know, everybody says it's all piss and vinegar until you got to start fixing shit. Dishwasher went out, so I had to replace that. Dryer went out, had to fix that. Hands and knees, you know, in front of the toilet, trying to breathe in between the dry heaves. You know, it just sucks. It really sucks. Sorry, Em. Sorry.
Em.
Sorry.
I don't think that's what he had intended.
That's the name of this episode. Hands and knees in between the drive.
Hey, it's all good. Either way, yeah, it ain't all it's cracked up to be, I guess, now that I've been living there for a little while, but maybe that could just be the situation and scenario at the time. So,
Well, I'm sure it'll get better.
oh yeah, so when I smack a 12-point buck off my land, I'll be tickled pink.
Tickled pink.
Yeah.
You got a 12-point runner around.
No.
So
I wish.
You know what?
I'm really hoping the rut brings one in.
That's what I was gonna
you were
say.
telling me earlier you were bow hunting already out
Yep.
there. Are you
Yep.
allowed to rifle hunt? on
I
that?
am, yeah, just with my zone, yeah, I'm allowed to rifle hunt. So I will be rifle hunting as well, but the time being, I'm gonna just bow hunt until it opens, of course.
Have you
So-
bow hunted recently with how cold the weather is?
Have I?
Yeah.
I sat. What day was it? It was Wednesday morning, or today's Thursday. The snowstorm morning, the morning before the snowstorm,
Yeah.
I hunted, but they seem pretty bedded down. I've normally got 10, 12 does sitting in my field and didn't see nothing that morning. They
Yeah.
must have knew it was coming, type of thing, and just kind of.
If you're looking for one less doe, well, come on over.
Oh yeah, I'm sure. Thanks. Appreciate you. I got a nice tripod stand. Actually, I mean, just don't smoke a yearling. I guess really, you know.
Well,
I want to keep the
I
yearlings
don't
in
want to
the.
be carrying some heavy weight around.
It's literally 12 steps
You
from my
lazy
front
ass.
door. It's not even. I'll drive my Honda.
okay.
out
I was
there.
gonna say, yeah. How far out do you go when do you just step on the back porch and
Pretty much.
whack one with an arrow or
Pretty
what?
much, yeah. Actually, well, you've been there, so the backyard is whatever to the north, and
Yeah.
as soon as you hit that tree line, I have a stand kind of blended in with the tree line, so it breaks my outline up a little bit. And they like to just kind of mingle around in my backyard, and then they come out to the bean field, and I smack them from there, hopefully.
Well, that'll be exciting. Bring me some venison jerky the next time you're on.
Oh yeah. We actually bought a really nice dehydrator that does it really fast. You know, we used to have to do it like every 12 hours. We'd get a quarter of a deer done. Well, now we're doing about a half a deer in 5. So it's
Wow.
we've
5 hours?
Yeah, we've increased our production quite a bit just because the dehydrator's of better quality.
Whoa.
It's got an internal fan and everything that circulates all the smoke and everything
I'm
going
coming
on.
to you.
Yeah,
Some jerky.
bring it on over. Yeah, bring your
on your deers.
yeah, bring it on. Yeah.
Bring out your
Well,
deers.
you know, Bakkens, they ain't taking nothing this year because they just can't. They're already swamped.
Yeah.
Just with the ag animals, you know what I mean? Just butchering ag animals. I'm pretty sure they do like beef and stuff, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. I know your old man sent me to Bakkens a few years back, and they did pretty good.
They did all right. You know what? Have you ever deer hunted?
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you like?
No.
No.
Not even a little bit.
Oh.
Because
Did
it
you
sucked. It was fucking boring.
Yeah. Well, did you kill anything?
No. Because it was fucking boring.
Well, that's why it was boring.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's fucking sitting in a deer stand for 12 hours. Hey, go to the grocery store. You know what's better than deer hunting? Eating a steak in 25 minutes because you went to the grocery store, bought a steak, cooked it on your fucking stove.
Really? Is
Yeah.
that how you cook your steaks on the stove?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't have a grill at the moment. If I did, I would definitely cook it.
Okay. Well,
No, there's something different about killing an animal and
Yeah, I don't have.
flaying it and cooking
See,
it yourself.
I totally
It's
respect that 100%, and I totally like. Eventually, I would like to. I just don't have a need to. That's
Yeah.
my thing. I don't have the want to spend that much time. I did quite
you don't
a bit
have
of
the
it.
means either right now. I mean, you don't have much land to work with. As far as
Right,
that
I
goes.
can't go in my back 30 feet and slap a deer between.
Got coyotes.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's not on my radar at the moment.
Yeah.
You like turkey?
Who doesn't like turkey?
You want to go kill a turkey?
Not
I
really.
got them too.
I did shoot at a turkey once.
With
I
a bow.
I hit it in the ass.
Oh, nice.
Really?
I bet
I've
he'd
never
love
seen
that.
a turkey move real quick before, but like it moved quick when I hit it in the ass with a fucking arrow. It was pretty funny. I thought it was a deer. I was down southern Minnesota with my dad and some other people, and we went out, and I was sitting next to a field, and then there's a huge bluff right next to me.
Mm-hmm.
And I heard this thing come crashing down the hill, and I'm like, oh shit, here we go. This is it. This is my chance. And I'm like looking, and I can't see anything. And all of a sudden, this fucking turkey just blick coming down the hill.
Is that the noise?
Fucking bitch.
Is that
I was
the noise?
so pissed. I was so pissed because it was so loud. I was like, it's definitely scaring everything away that's within, like, I don't know, a
You'd
couple
be
hundred yards.
surprised. You'd be surprised.
Dumb as shit. So I was mad, and I remember I was like, well, it wasn't even a fucking broadhead. It was a field tip. That's how mad I was. I wasn't gonna actually like try to kill it. I was just gonna try and make it suffer because I was pissed.
Jesus. I'm savage.
So I fucking pull back, and I'm just like thwack, and it just fucking through the tail feathers. It's just poof. And yeah, I didn't even retrieve the arrow. I was mad. It was bad.
So when you get mad, you just like to sling arrows.
Yeah, I tried to shoot a squirrel once too.
Really?
I didn't hit it.
No.
It stuck in the tree. It was too high for me to get.
Dude, squirrels or something else. I had a BB gun when I was like, I don't know, 10, 12.
Dude,
And it was a
resilient
pump one?
creatures.
Dude, they are. I
They
was,
don't
like,
die
pumping this
when
thing
you
like-
have a pump BB gun.
okay, it's the gun said you only need 15 pumps. So another
15. That's how you know it's a piece of crap, bro.
Yeah.
It shouldn't take more than 3.
It's not a daisy.
It was a daisy, bro.
It was a used daisy. But I was gonna shoot the squirrel, so I was pumping this thing up, and I was like, okay, 15 is how you gotta get it, so you gotta do 20 to really take this thing out. Shoot the squirrel, and goes, shoots it off the tree,
Squirrel's
hits
just-
the ground, and then it just gets back up, goes back on the feeder. Like, it's fine. I'm like, you're not even gonna run away?
Yeah.
Smoke the thing, and I'm like, all right.
Takes all the fun out of
This
it.
time I want to get him. Put a new pellet in there, pumped up like 30 times. I'm like, this thing's done. I got it. Go to shoot the squirrel, shoot it. It hits him. This time he doesn't even fall. The thing just like
Stares at you,
hits it.
you bitch.
Yeah, I'm like, I give up. It's not working. I don't
Yeah.
know what. I've shot 2 BBs at this thing. Apparently it's got a hide of steel.
Yep. You just
Like,
need a
it's not gonna
22.
happen. Yeah. I'm gonna go get the 12 gauge.
Yeah. Fuck you.
Bird
I'm
feed
killing
is
you.
gone.
You're gonna turn it into mist, bro.
Bird seed all over the yard.
Good luck making fucking rat or
Yeah.
squirrel stew out of that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Squirrel soup, bro.
Yeah.
have you ever tried, when you go hunting, you ever tried shooting an animal and then totally miss? And like,
Oh.
feel bad about it? Like,
Totally miss as in wound it and have to track the bastard, or as in just totally
no.
miss?
I went bird hunting and I like couldn't shoot a bird to save my life.
Yeah.
Like, I could shoot clay pigeons all day. Obviously, they're a little slower and it's not predictable, right? Or it is.
What type of
predictable.
bird, I guess I should ask.
Grouse.
Oh yeah. See, grouse are one of the fastest ground birds that
Right.
are around. So
Yeah.
that's a hard bird to hunt. But continue. Sorry.
Me and Bo and Buddy were walking this trail, and this bird would get up only on my side all day. The
Yeah.
birds would only come up on my side. And bird, bird's still flying. I'm like, ah.
That was just an embarrassing moment for you, right?
Very embarrassing, but it gets better. Same land, same buddy I'm hunting with, and it's deer season now.
Oh.
And he's like, "Hey, come on up. We can use an extra person and shoot another have another person on our team." And I was like, "All right." I was like, "Actually, I don't have my 270 yet." And he's like, "That's all right. You just bring whatever gun you have, like a 223 or something." I was like, "All right. Just gotta make the hit shot count." So I was in the deer stand, and the deer comes up, and I have my AR.
Mm.
So I'm like, all right, I got it. Deer came up perfectly, scoped it in, put it behind the shoulder, pull the trigger, gun goes off, deer doesn't move, nothing happens. It's just, I'm like, what? I'm like, shoot again, nothing. What? Deer still hasn't moved. It's loud. The gun's going off. Again, nothing. I'm like, all right, lean up higher. Nothing. 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 I've shot like 7 times now. I can hear people at the cabin. Did you freaking get it yet? Like, I'm like, oh my god. Dude, I've shot so many times with the deer. I just put my gun down. The doe had lifted his head up, like look around, like something was wrong. Like, yeah, something's wrong. I tried to kill you now 7 times. And it moseyed on the way, and I just couldn't believe it. So I sat down on my deer stand, put my gun down. Still had bullets left in it. I was like, I'm done. But sometimes you just can't make it happen. I don't know.
Wow.
Yeah. So don't bring me hunting with you.
No. Unless
Or
I
we'll
just wanna
sight
waste
that
bullets.
damn rifle in
That's
for you,
what I-
Christ.
But
Probably it.
Well, Mitchell, for our first podcast, that was
Cheers.
fun.
Oh, I didn't have anything.
Oh, do you need something?
No, I'm good.
No?
I've had a couple now. That'll work.
There we are. Last sip. There we are, boys. That was a good one.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for being a part of,
peer
What?
review.
peer review.
Yeah. Absolutely. Anytime. Give me a call.
Yeah, we'll have you
Want
on.
some venison? Hopefully next time I got some venison for you.
Hell yeah.
Or a cow or something.
Or a cow. I don't want you to bring a cow into my house.
Well,
please.
I already butchered.
Yeah, all right. But if you did, I guess. We'll see. We'll bring it on the podcast.
Okay.
A cow.
Whatever you want.
Oh, whatever I want. All right. Just start.
Got like 6 of them, so.
You guys are still watching. Hit the like button. Give us some love. Hit the subscribe button. Check out our other videos. Up here, we got strippers taking over Uber Eats. We got some TikTok reviews, quick strip, whole bunch of stuff.
Quick Strip Podcast, dog fun and dill danger in the weeds.
You know, check it out. Let us know what you think. Until next time. That was it.